Hi, my name is John Katsavos, and I'm the host of a new podcast called The Fitness Oracle. I created this podcast in the hopes that I could help reach out to a lot of people that are suffering through some weird stuff that are going on in their heads. So, a little bit about myself. I've been a personal trainer for 13 years. I've been in and out of the gym since I was 16 years old. That's almost 30 years now. I've had my bits and pieces of good and bad in my life. And when the bad came, I didn't really have hope to any help to actually reach out there. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I realized at a young age at how important health, physical fitness really is for especially young men, and specifically with martial arts because it's critical for us to express ourselves that way. Um, Exercise also has a giant part in our mental health. My podcast is specifically designed, the Fitness Oracle is specifically designed to help young men see the potential in themselves through fitness, spirituality, and relationships. Uh, I'm doing this to help inspire young men to take a positive change for themselves and the world around them. I plan on doing this by interviewing influential health industry influencers, martial arts instructors, and personal trainers. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I know that I can help somebody out there see the potential in themselves. This is critical for me because like I said before, that this is very, I've been there before. I know what it does to people. And I know that just doing some simple stuff can actually help increase your mental health and not doing something really drastic. So basically, this is for young men between the ages of 30 and 35, and it's going to help them get out of a really bad mental state such as depression. My biggest challenge in this topic is actually coming out and talking about it because like I said, like for guys, this is really a really taboo place to be in. No guy really wants to come out and say it and express it. So this can be really hard for someone, especially like someone like me, because my background culture really frowns upon these kinds of topics. So I know that if I can put a voice out to it, I can help. Well, not just men, but women as well, because I know women also suffer from this. This doesn't really have any form of gender or race or creed attached to it. It affects people in many different aspects, places in this world. And if I can be just a small, tiny little whisper in the forest, then hopefully the whisper can become a shout. Um, my ambition for this in 6 months is to have an amazing, influential guests on here, um, leaders in their industry to come out and talk about their challenges and how they overcame their challenges and give lessons and guides to people who need it and and really, really, really help somebody who really needs it because that's more important to me than anything. And 12 in a year from now, I'm hoping to have a full podcast going on with a lot of great people on with great, fantastic stories, have a little bit of a tribe going on, and, just, really good supportive tribe that will help each other get out of, really weird places. Because the funny thing about this is that it affects you in different places, in different spaces, that when you have a good support system behind you, and you can see the little intricacies um, when it comes to like, you're starting to feel in a weird space, and you're starting to see little signs. And if you have other people around you, and they can actually see the signs too, they can say, hey, you know what, you're going down this route again. So hopefully I can build a little bit of a tribe that way, and a little bit of a support system for other people who can actually point and say, hey buddy, you know what, you're going through this again. This is what you need to do. Just focus on this. Just focus on that. Just a really good help that way for somebody. 10 years from now, 10 years from now, wow, I will be a lot older, a lot more white, and hopefully helped a lot of more people. Like I said, like I really want to focus on the martial arts aspect of this, maybe do a couple of movies and go to different areas in the world and look at their martial arts. Like, I'm a huge martial arts fan. I love martial arts. There's nothing better for me than that. So I have a couple of ideas that I want to put out, but I know I need to build this first before I can actually do it. Like, find out I know where the birthplace of boxing is, for example, and it's not where people think it is. Go to Thailand for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and just do Muay Thai boxing. Go to India. They have a really great martial art in India that's not really well known in North America, and expose that to the world. My base is Systema, which is Russian martial arts, which has a strong foundation in Christianity, because that's part of the esoteric aspect of martial arts. Go to Russia, learn, hopefully train with Spetsnaz and really learn about Systema. Go to China and learn, stay in a Shaolin temple. Like, I mean, there's so many different things. Go to Brazil and speak to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Capoeira. Capoeira is one of my favorite martial arts to watch. I love watching Capoeira. So with a dance and the martial art and the combination of the two, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And interview these people that are doing that and see how it's affected their lives and changed their lives. So there's a lot that I want to do in 10 years from now. Hopefully this is still going on, which I'm pretty sure this will. I mean, I can see this going forward. Everybody that I've talked to, everybody wants to be a part of this, because this is a positive change, especially in a world where we think that it's changing. And I keep hearing that the world is changing. The world doesn't change. We change. And if we're resistant to any of that change, then we stop moving. The world will keep changing. The world will stay the same. The earth will stay the same, but we won't. And we need to be aware of that and accept that. And we need to be able to move forward. And I'm going to be talking later on. I have a couple of guests in mind where we're going to be talking about darkness and how important darkness plays in our lives. And if we shut that darkness out, what it will do to us physically, mentally, spiritually, and at the very end, physically. So we need to, anyways, we'll get into that with a very important guest that I have planned. And that's it. That is my first podcast. And I want to start signing off to people all over the world. I wish you a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening, wherever you may be in this crazy world.